Thank you guys for letting me come pee in your pod.
Whoa. This isn't 2 peas in a urinal cake.
Fair enough.
This is... I'm Derek.
And I'm Jared. And this is Late Night, 2 Peas and a Pod.
That was supposed to be my line.
It's all right. It's all right. I stole your thunder because you screwed up at first, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you could have just laugh tracked that baby in there.
Yeah, but here we are, right?
Laughing at ourselves.
Anyways, Derek, how are you? Haven't seen you in, I don't know, a coon's age.
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
Yes, you can.
You're gonna get us canceled before we get started.
We'll be fine, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I've been good, but I hope our audience has been good because we haven't seen them in a while. You know what I mean?
I have to apologize. I think I did it before. I've been busy. I've been super busy. Derek's been busy, I think. I mean, I haven't really talked to him.
Really.
So
Not
I've
really,
been busy. Had some vacation. Went to a country music festival in Winstead, Minnesota. Been running to other stores, and I kind of have a big life update for you, Derek. I kind of told you, but for the audience. So I will, in 3 weeks, be moving to Mankato. I took an opportunity to take a larger store, more money and more opportunity. So I got 3 weeks left, and I'll be moving to Mankato, Minnesota. Go whatever their mascot is. I don't know.
Welcome to the state, bud. South Dakota.
Yeah.
South Dakota turned Iowa.
Iowegian.
Right?
Yep.
Iowegian.
Idiot
No,
wandering
Minnesota,
around.
and he's a nomad, ladies. He'll be around.
Yeah. I think the cooler thing, Derek, is like I'll be an hour and a half away from you, not 4. So we might get this live podcast thing kicking off at some point.
Maybe at some point. We're definitely within arm's reach. So
I've also saw some sick houses where I can set up a dope stage for this thing if we do it.
nice.
Yeah, but anyway, what about
Nice.
you,
Ooh.
man? What about you?
I've been doing great, man. I've been doing great because for Father's Day, I got Grip 6 belts, baby. This is not an ad from Grip 6, but I've blown through belts. I blow through belts all the time. And these bad boys right here, how do you break them? This is made of like a strap, like a ratchet strap material. You got an alloy. If I'm breaking this belt, I got bigger problems than my belt, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is the last belt I ever need. You just throw it through the hole, just like that, zip it tight.
You have 3 of them,
Strength.
right?
3 of them. Yeah, 3 for like $80 or something like that.
Oh,
It was
okay.
I think it's a great deal. You know, and yeah, I'm not wearing one obviously right now because I don't wear pants. I don't wear pants while I stream.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Let's okay. This is video. This is video, man. Put that down. So
I think we're good. I think we're clean still.
Three things
Okay.
for you, Derek. 1, kind of want to know how you blow through belts. Really do. 2, hold on. 2.
Okay.
2, where can you find said deal?
Oh,
And
Probably
3,
grip6.com.
and 3, hold on, 3, and you can answer all this.
this is a lot. This is a lot for me right now.
3,
We've been
3,
drinking. It's the late night show.
This is late night show, guys, audience. We may or may not have had some adult beverages.
May or may not have.
in the last hour, because it's Saturday and it's late night, and we felt so bad that we missed all this time with you guys. That we had to go a little over the top and kind of hurt our, kind of keep our emotions in check. And by doing that, you drink some adult beverages. Anyway, Derek, 1 and 2.
I call bullshittery on that because we did it. We were like, let's have a fun Saturday nighter to kick it back off. And
No,
yeah,
don't tell them behind the scenes.
No, we don't feel bad right now. We're drinking. Hey, we just had mental health awareness. We don't want people thinking turning to alcohol is the message for when you feel bad. That is not a good message.
That was last month.
We are looking to have a good time. Here we are having a beer together, 2 friends. And it's going to be a good
One
night.
pod, 2 friends in one pod.
All right, so give me one question at a time
All right,
because,
all right.
what?
Why do you blow
Go
through
through all the belts. Yeah.
How do you blow through the belts, buddy?
Okay, so a lot of times they're the ones that like flip color. I like those because then I just need one belt. Okay? They're a terrible
That's-
belt
That's
product.
such a dad move. Oh, I
But-
want to have universal belts, man.
It's not one belt, bro. Now I got 3. These things are gonna last forever.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep. But they got a lot of other cool designs, like some American flags and some sweet hexagon designs, and some of them are open and closed, and oh, it's so sexy as stuff. Ugh. Which I think grip6.com, it's that easy. Grip6.com, and that's where, I found the deals. But yeah, I'm blowing through belts. I tried the ones that click clack. They're like a zip lock almost.
Okay.
You stick the end in, and you just, those are crap too. Crap. Here you go. I'll show you one.
Up. Nope. This is from grip6.com.
No, this is not. This is the kind of crap I used to do. Okay? Put it in there.
What? No one buys belts like that, dude.
Yeah.
No
Look at
one buys belts like that.
You want to come
Nobody.
out? You want to come out?
Nope.
Lift the claw.
No, nobody buys
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. And
Nope.
the head of these, they put some weird clasp in there,
Yeah.
right there. So this
Yeah.
just comes off.
Yeah.
It's
No
tough.
no one buys those kind of
Horrible.
belts, so you're fine.
I wear those as my dress because I'll never in my dress clothes. Trust me, I'm too big for most of my dress clothes these days.
All right. Question 2,
All right.
which was where could we find those belts? But now you've since told us 6
Yeah.
times.
Okay.
But tell us
Well-
again, just for fun.
Grip6.com.
Yep. Not sponsored. Just throwing
Just
it out there.
Google it. Yeah, and honestly, they probably don't even want to be associated with us. Have you heard us so far? But if you do,
I think-
Grip
I mean,
6, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to promote you. Thank you for your opportunities.
Yeah. It's 2peasinapod@gmail.com.
Okay,
That's
quit the
2,
plug.
the
Quit the
number
plug.
2.
Get out of here. Enough. All right. Enough of the shenanigans.
So
Okay.
on a more sad note, we've been getting a lot of rain, dude. We've been getting a ton of rain in the last week, 2 weeks. And there's a lot of flooding here in the Midwest, Iowa, southern South Dakota. So Rock Valley, Iowa, the entire town. Now it's a small town. Let's not get carried away. Smaller town.
Below sea level?
The entire town was evacuated today. Helicopters flying in to rescue people. Whole town's underwater. Spencer, Iowa, same thing, pretty much. Half the town is underwater. Okoboji, I'm sure a lot of people out there know Okoboji. Decimated, dude. Just, everywhere. Like, water is flowing through the streets like that bad. I think the interstate south of Sioux Falls closed. Pretty serious stuff. So prayers go out to obviously all the families and businesses and stuff out there. But just if you guys are, thinking on a note, just make sure and keep them in your prayers and thoughts. That's kind of crazy. I think it's rained 7 out of the last 10 days.
Oh, wow.
And it's like more than an inch or 2. So
yeah,
per day.
This is the rainiest June I've ever seen. I don't feel like it should still be raining.
Call back from May. Didn't we talk about how May showers bring June heat? Right?
Yeah,
Well,
but it was it's April showers, and yes, ours do go somewhat into May, but it's like this is May's not even as bad as June's been usually.
Yeah. June is definitely wet. Wet.
What? Why are you saying that? What way?
Minnesota here. I mean, are you guys good up there? Any crazy up there?
Yeah, I think I personally have not seen any flooding, but I guess I haven't. I heard somebody else talking about flooding earlier today. I guess I don't watch a whole lot of news.
Why is that, Derek? Why would that be?
Yeah, the news is that's the news is a lot of fun.
Yeah, something.
News
like
is a lot
that.
of fun, a lot of fear mongering and stuff like that. So I don't watch a whole lot of the news, but I will say this, just anecdotally, I've been like, it's raining a lot. And I did have to deal with floods years ago when I was in the Guards. I ended up having to go down to the dunes.
Yeah.
The Dakota dunes. And it was like, there was a bunch of there was a $14 million butt doctor's mansion along this. That's what we kept calling him, butt doctor. Apparently he operated surgically on your anus area.
Uranus? Nice.
But I remember walking up and down. So we made the levee, then we walked up and down it, all the sandbags and stuff like that, make sure it was all sealed up. And it was pretty funny. One of the guys there, he had the book "Hope You Serve Beer in Hell." Have you ever heard of that?
No.
You don't know that it's a movie. Well, it's a book. It was a movie. Is what I first saw, but the movie was made off of a book. It was the first time I'd ever heard about it, and that's probably how he heard about it too. But the book, the dude is he does some horrendous things and puts him down with just his chauvinistic man stuff for a college dude, and then just also just to his peers beyond women, just being an all around total beehole to people. Very funny stories. Very funny stories.
So I don't know why. I mean, maybe we can connect the dots later. But as you're telling that story, I have a secondary story here.
Okay.
I was at WeFest. I'm sure a lot of people know what WeFest is, with a couple friends, and they had other friends. One of the other friends was a doctor, an emergency room doctor. And naturally, we're sitting around having some brewskis, and we're like, so what's the worst thing you've seen as an ER doctor?
Ooh.
Right? And we're expecting like car accidents, blah, 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 right? He goes, probably have to be a drunk guy came in with a beer bottle, shoved up his ass, and shattered.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
no.
Yeah, so they obviously had to surgically remove said shards, but I guess tip for everybody: don't shove stuff up your bungholio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I used to work with a guy that did like this, and I worked with a guy who worked with a guy in insurance, I guess.
yeah,
So
a guy in finance.
Yeah. Anyway, craziest thing that came up was the mowers that get
The
pulled behind
Skag or
tractors.
the zero. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yes, get pulled behind tractors and ditches. This tractor was pulling it, and it threw a blade, went through the entire top of a car of an older couple.
Oh my god.
Topped everything. Came out from underneath it.
Yikes.
Yeah, bro.
Yikes. But
There's some crazy stuff out there. I've even heard another one where a dude was on a motorcycle rolling up behind they make the rows for the hay. I can't think of what they're called right now, but it's a rake.
yeah,
The rakes.
I know what you're saying.
The
yeah.
rakes turn sideways with the wheels.
Yep.
Took that biker in half.
Ooh.
Dude.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna die. Never know when you're gonna die. That's why I think it's important to invest in your life
Mhm.
in every way possible. You know what I mean? Like, because you
yeah,
never know
okay.
when your day is gonna come.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, also from a spirit, like, honestly, for me, like, I say that, but spiritually, it's probably even a way bigger deal. But anyway,
okay.
we'll talk more on like your life here right now and why it's important to also
Yeah.
live that way. Like any day could be your last.
Yeah, man. I shouldn't, but I do. I talk about stuff at work and try to like teach and trade and knowledge is power and stuff. And a lot of times the phrase I use is I go, hey, I could get hit by a bus walking out of this place tomorrow. So like this is why yada 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 blah 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 blah. But I use that reference quite a bit because you never know. Tomorrow could be your last day.
Well, I often hear that one when it's like, how is our system set up? Okay, is it written down? Is it recorded well enough that if you got hit by a bus tomorrow, somebody else could come in and do it?
Yeah.
That's a huge thing for process for us. I think that's probably like some small business stuff. Like we have no redundancy whatsoever because that's just the way that it is. So like, yeah. So that's how I hear that term all the time. If you got hit by a bus tomorrow, who could do this?
Yeah.
Always designating a backup. Always talking about who can how to backfill a situation. So that's always got to be covered and known.
So you brought up something earlier, and I just want to expand on that a little bit. You talked about setting yourself up for the future, because your life's not promised and stuff. What did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? Life,
Well, actually, I hope that you know of the truth of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ for your sins, he took and atoned them upon himself so that he was sin for you, so that he took
Yeah.
on the wrath of God,
Yeah.
his Father, so that you wouldn't have to. And instead of just having a relationship with him,
Yep.
you will renew your life. So
Yeah.
that's really what I mean when I say that.
I thought you said you were going to talk about spiritual stuff, but I mean that's fine. I appreciate
I
that.
had to. I had to.
I know you did. Sure did.
So anyway,
You know. Hold on. I want you to know that I can kick you from this studio, right? Like I could kick you out of this right now and just do this solo. I could just fly solo for another 20 minutes.
You go solo on that, huh? You go solo on that?
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I could.
He's not a First Amendment advocate, folks. He's not for freedom of religion. All right, now we know where he stands. Anyway, he's not a First. But what I would say, I think so. And we might have talked about this before in some capacity. I feel like the home ec or the things for human beings that actually will propel their life into a more rich and better quality of life isn't actually taught to people. They're taught to be machinists. They're taught to be stand in line. You sit in here. You do the work that's put in front of you. You do it to the best of your ability. You get 100% on that shit. Because let me tell you something. Funny little fact. Our company has an error percentage of like 1.8%. You're telling me failing, and we don't like that percent. We don't like that percent. That percent's too high for us. But you're telling kids in high school that 69% on a test is acceptable, or 70% or whatever is right above failing.
D for degree, baby.
Real life is 98% expectation, and you still might not be even where we want you to be.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to make mistakes in the real world, and so things like that aren't actually taught.
And if you do, there are repercussions.
Yeah. I mean, I think education could just do a total overhaul. But anyway, I would also say that...
Let's pause on that. Let's really quick pause on that. There's some theorists out there, right? So when the American public school system was created, it was created to mimic factory workers.
Correct. 100%. Yep.
Right? With straight lines, systematic ways of learning, right? To get you ready for factory life. The education system overhaul has not taken place, or a change, if you will, hasn't taken place since it was, made or created, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there. Obviously, the No Child Left Behind, blah 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 blah, that kind of stuff.
Well, they introduced. So I asked my teacher when I took my daughter in kindergarten and stuff like that, and I just kind of like asked him. I was like, because he was talking about the language model that they were using, and I don't remember, but I was like, are you guys still using phonetics? And he was like, yes. Because I was like, good, because in my opinion, like, you can memorize words. Right. Don't get me wrong. Like, as a matter of fact, I think that's the long period, what we do anyway. But you have to get yourself there first. You have to be like Raiders. Yeah. And then you say, oh, I recognize that, Raiders. Like, you have to get that audible. So you have to teach kids. Now, apparently, some of what they're doing is I don't know if they're teaching them to memorize sections or whole words. And that's like their basis. I think you're like putting the cart before the horse in that situation. Like, you need to teach them first how to get to around the sound. So they can be like, oh, I've heard mom or dad or somebody say that before.
Yep.
Now I recognize that word. Or you skip through it and somebody has the decency to appropriately be like, oh, actually, that's pronounced this way. Unlike what we did to my friend in high school when he pronounced the to he, we shit on him. Granted, it was like Macbeth, and he was nervous about reading some Shakespeare poetry, and he started with a to he, and I mean, I'm bringing it up, and this was 15 years ago. Because you couldn't let that go. You couldn't let that go at like 18 years old. No.
Raked over the coals.
100%. He was my best man at my wedding. He's getting that for show.
So the American public school system was created, established, whatever, in 1837.
Okay. So
almost 200 years ago. Almost.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. And it's just the style of job. It's not that I think manufacturing still probably has a foothold in what all people, for the most part, go to.
Sure.
Just from sheer numbers, I feel like that's actually got to be somewhat true. But then you have like Amazon's the most woefully employing company. It's like at 2 million employees or something like that. Or is Walmart bigger than that?
No, I think
I thought Amazon
think-
was.
I think in the U.S. it's like 2 million or something. And then more globally it's more than that. But let's you know what we have in front of us?
I know, Google.
Computers.
I know. I even have
Oh,
ChatGPT. Should I use that quick?
Nah,
Let's.
hold
You
on.
get your. You Google it, and I'm gonna ChatGPT it.
1.6 million associates in the US of A. Walmart employed 2.1 million worldwide.
All right. As of 2024, Walmart has approximately 2.1, Amazon has 1.5, State Grid Corporation of China has 1.4, China National Petroleum Corporation roughly 1.3. Now, hold on, about China Post Group, about 937,000 employees. I just want to say, as a concerned citizen of America, the fact that 1 and 2 are actual companies, maybe even in America, but then 3, 4, and 5 are all China. As an American, not in love, America. Not in love. What? Where have we gone? Okay.
We
are
not,
to dominate the top 10 entirely. We are to dominate the top 10 entirely. That's what America is. Power. And do you know what? Do you know what though? Our senators and House of Reps and presidencies, they just give it away to other people for free.
For now.
Anyway. Yeah, pretty soon it won't be ours to give. That's how I look at it. That's how it's going to work. Anyway, Volkswagen Group, 675,000. Honhei Precision Industry, Foxconn, approximately 611. Compass Group, about 600,000. Industrial Commercial Bank of China, this is mainly why I wanted to get down to at least number 9, around 460,000 employees. And the United Parcel Service,
Parcel Service, oh my
495,000 employees. They put them below the 460 for China. Was that a little China ball tickling that we're doing, or what?
All I'm saying is the United Postal Service, they there's no way they have longevity soon.
I should have put the list on the board before I did that whole rant.
That's all right. They can see it now. They can pause and take a look at it.
I know. But anyway, I just want to let's talk about this.
UPS, not USPS. Got it. My bad. I thought you
Did
said
I say US?
No, you said United. It's the
dude.
It's not USPS.
I read it as USPS. Yeah.
It's good thing you put that up there. Yeah, UPS. Yeah, United Parcel Service.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah, so even sadder. I thought maybe it was because the USPS was dying as a useful
It has
idiot.
to be. It has to be, but no
So
offense
that's
to anyone that is currently employed with the USPS.
No,
but,
I know. I'm sorry, but dude, I just have to call a spade, and it's not a knock. It's just facts,
it is what
man.
it is. Facts.
Privatization came in.
Spitting
Capitalism.
straight facts, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Look at. Honestly, this isn't even the biggest distribution company on this list.
Yeah. Look at the number one. Number one, dude. Come on, number one.
Number one distribution company.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Have you seen Walmart's numbers, dude? Have you seen Walmart's distribution numbers for Walmart Plus, delivery service, GMDs?
Kicks the poop out of this?
I think I don't say kicks the poop, but I believe they're very, very negligible.
Okay, hold on. How do you want me to ask this question?
Who delivers the most packages in the United States? Watch us both be wrong. That'd be perfect.
Okay, hold on.
How many times are you going to type this and erase it?
In order of most deliveries.
Can you hit the hide on the stop sharing?
I know. Sorry.
Thank you.
There. In order of how do I want to word this? Do you see what I'm trying to say? I wanted to take this list and I wanted us to tell off this list who has the most deliveries.
I mean,
From
sure.
This list, please put it in 1 to 10 order. Most deliveries as a company
of most deliveries.
What?
Oh, yeah.
10 order
of most deliveries as a company.
Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, the first question I nailed.
That's not
the
how you
second
spell
question
company. That's not how you spell company. What are you doing?
Companies.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What's the difference, though?
Okay.
Oh, okay, but look. Amazon has it globally. Okay, I get that globally. I'd be interested to see like domestically though.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
So
Okay, Amazon approximately
in the US
2.5 million
alone.
packages, totaling
1
around
point-
1.3 billion packages
That's a
annually
lot.
globally.
Yeah.
United UPS 21 globally, totaling over 7.7 annually.
So UPS does more.
Yeah, I thought this was global. That's annual global.
Yeah, but even handles 2.1 million per day globally. So technically UPS handles the most. But I mean, I'd have to say it's pretty interesting how two retail groups handle
Yep.
the top 3 most. I mean, according to the list we have, right? Because who knows what other companies are out there? Like logistically, there's logistic companies like trucking companies that deliver stuff every day, every week, all that kind of stuff.
Hold on though, we're not even getting numbers for Walmart.
That's because it's hard to depict because they have so many different options. So there's in-home delivery, there's drone delivery, there's like FedEx delivery, there's Spark Driver delivery, all that stuff.
Is it giving me the same answer it did up here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Anyway,
Dude, same
what
stuff.
I would no, yeah, but what I want to say right here is like, look at this: 300 million to 400 million packages. This was this estimated range. Is that globally annually? Walmart traditional store deliveries per day through all its delivery channels: e-commerce, Walmart, in-home.
It doesn't say
a
though,
million
like
per day
domestically.
Though. What are these guys at? 3.5 for. Oh, whoops! I would roll past the number. 3.5, 21 million. This makes this is obviously the number one. We want to give it to that.
Yeah.
Okay, it is an estimate that it came up with totally out of random. So it says 1 million based on an estimate. I forced it an estimate. Can you try harder to get Walmart's numbers? Give me the best estimate. And then finally it gave me a best estimate.
So 365 million?
Dude, this is scraping the internet now.
Yeah,
I am using ChatGPT 4.0. So this is doing an internet. That the O is that's their newest version.
I know.
That allows you to scrape the internet.
That. Yep.
Anyway.
So, anyways, that's a big rabbit hole we're getting down, but
I agree,
that's really cool. That's really cool. So
who knows? Anyway, so what's your take on freaking life lessons here, buddy?
man.
I said invest. I said house. Mr. Buying a house. Tell us about it.
I don't think you said that in the chat, or I guess the whatever we're in here, the studio. We talked about it before, but investing in life, getting hit by a bus tomorrow, I think you have to have a happy medium, right? So there's folks out there telling you need to invest as much as possible, as heavily as possible, blah, blah, blah. Like you shouldn't be spending money on nice, like super expensive, nice cars and big houses. Like you should scrounge. And that way when you hit 50, 60 years old, you can enjoy the rest of your life. And I say, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%.
So you have to do a little bit of both, right? So
yeah.
Should you max out your 401k? Absolutely. Should you max out your Roth IRA if you're able? Absolutely. Should you do all that and then put hundreds and thousands of dollars in a savings, a high yield savings in the market and all that stuff? No. I think you should enjoy life in the moment and make sure you have a good plan to have enough money in the future to have a good life so you don't have to work till you're 75, 80 years old.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
I think if you have the money and you can max all those things out, I would say and you might be able to, because of that account type, if you found an opportunity to spend a lot of money on, or a decent amount of money on actual physical assets, whether that be a company or real estate or something of that nature, like good investment, then maybe I would have a pool of money liquidatable for that aspect. So can you draw that from your maxed accounts? I believe you can when you're buying property. I think that's a culmination of that. Don't quote me on it, but you could look it up. It might just be for buying a house, not for actually buying and investing in property. So the only way I would say maybe a high yield savings account, and that's only if it's not like locked up in a CD. Again, I'm saying you want liquid cash available to you.
Yeah.
If you've gone that far as to have that money, make sure you have that money where you could do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just because that is going to net you so much more than whatever the hell you just put into those savings accounts. If you do it right, if you do it well, you could make bad investments. You still have to vet your investments. Don't take every person that walks up. There's a lot of snake oil salesmen out there in life that are just looking to pat their own pockets. But
I would recommend if you aren't if you didn't go to school for being a financial advisor, some sort of financial whatever, get yourself a guy or girl.
Yep.
Get yourself one that can really. I got one 2 years ago, and I tell you what, he's had a lot of smart things to say, things that I probably didn't want to hear. But he had a lot of things to go off of, and I would tell you I have made a lot of good decisions in the last 2 years, and I'm doing a lot of the right things, and I'm still having fun and doing fun stuff. You know.
Nice. Yep.
So
there you go.
That's my life
financial
lesson.
advisor plug.
Yeah. I unfortunately my guy isn't taking any more clients. I actually got in because I knew a guy who uses him, so he brought me on. But so find your own guy, okay?
There
Get
you
out of
go.
here. Find your own man.
And your guy
woman.
your guy or gal, I don't even care, to be honest, Jereb. Your
Person.
guy could be a family friend.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can look at your life and be like, that dude's doing a lot better than I am.
Yeah. True.
That might cost you a lot less too.
Yeah.
But you get what you pay for in life, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes, and this is what I would say: investing in yourself, like courses and classes and books and things of that nature. Like taking time to invest in yourself to grow in knowledge and in going across multiple sources, I think is just super beneficial for your mind and for your life, and not having a echo chamber approach in life. So
Yeah. But you mentioned buying a house, and I would tell you, for those listeners out here,
how many houses?
If you're 16, go buy a house right now. Do it right now.
16?
Yeah, go buy it. Go get a small loan for $1 million and go buy a house from your
What movie
father.
is that from? What movie is that from?
That's from Donald Trump's book, man. Donald Trump said he got a small loan for $1 million from his dad to start his real estate empire. Small loan for $1 million. But anyways, I think realistically speaking, right, on a real note, I think if you're looking for a house, I think you need to buy now, even if it's a $150,000 fixer upper or a $200,000 house. I think you buy it because in 3, 5, 10 years, man, house prices aren't going down. House prices aren't going down.
This is true.
Right?
They
Interest
want you
rates will
renting.
fluctuate, but
The system wants you renting, folks. And if it wants you renting, then it's obviously not a good thing.
But like with renting, right? And people like, oh, I don't have to mow my lawn. If something breaks, I call somebody. But then you're literally dumping your money into a pit every time, into someone else's pocket, right?
Yep.
You're dumping my.
I'm gonna at least get 80% of my money back.
Yeah.
Maybe even you could even call it 50 to 60.
So
depends on your terms.
As I'm moving, right? I'm looking at renting versus buying because I don't know if I want to stay there forever or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Right. My mortgage is like $100 more than a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome, and I have a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath house, 2,700 square feet. And I own it.
Yeah.
It's mine. You know what I mean? Like it's just wild to me that
oh, dude,
you know,
the
that
nostalgia
people are
or the being in your house, the first house you ever buy. Now I don't know what it'd be like, and I would probably have the same shock if I went backwards and all of a sudden rented. That would be like, I haven't rented something in 12 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, what? Yeah, I bought my first house when I was 23, and so it was over 10 years ago.
I was
over 10 years ago.
25. I bought my first house. 25.
Yeah.
Because I was moving a lot. You know, making moves.
Yeah. I just didn't. I recognized early that buying a house is a good idea
Yeah.
financially.
But you're
But
smarter
I was
than
in
me, so-
Aberdeen. I was in Aberdeen though. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. yeah.
my vision wasn't broad.
Yeah. But I
Um,
think you're
I-
I think you're a smarter person than me. I think people that listen can agree. You're a smarter person. So
No.
I don't
No,
know about
I'm
that.
a dunce. I'm a dunce. Maybe I'm smart, but I'm not very convicted.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So but how's that adult beverage tasting?
my adult beverages is great.
You know
Um,
whose was really, really good? Probably last weekend. Oh,
Hold on.
oh. Hey, he put
This
pants
book.
on, folks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I was totally, dude. It was. I hope it was a good ad. I hope it was a good ad.
For who? A good ad for who?
Like, hey, again, they're not associated with us. It was not paid advertisement. But if you were down with that, we could make ads like that for you. So,
No pants ads?
hey, man, we expose ourselves entirely so that you don't have to.
Okay. I don't support this. I just want everyone to
Next is a book plug for Tony Robbins. I'm kidding. This is okay. The Group 6 thing was kind of tongue in cheek, but this year, this is like
this
so.
this might not even
I
air,
bought
guys.
this. I think I bought 15 to 20 of this book and gave them to people.
Of these books.
I don't know that. I don't know if anybody read them, but it
Yeah.
was one of the greatest books of financial advice. Tony Robbins is a life coach, right?
Sure.
Or something of that nature. That's his claim to
He
fame.
masters the game, I think.
Yeah, well, one of the things actually would be he's a mirror, is what he would call himself. So
Yeah,
he's very good at seeing what somebody's doing and matching it to
Yeah.
figure out what they're doing to then ultimately make a corrective action.
Look
right?
at the back
That's
of
what
the book real quick. Look at the back of the book. Master the game. So
Master the game.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Money master of the game. Anyway, I bought these for a ton of people. Don't know how many read it, but it's some of the greatest, like Ray Dalio and Warren Buffett, and just great investors, but also just people. Dave Ramsey, just great financial people, and he got to interview them, and he's a great interviewer.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, dude. Like, there's just so much to glean from that as a book on good financial. So that's all I'm saying. If you can't afford a financial advisor, go buy a $20 book to get started.
Yeah. That's a good call out.
That's just one I thought was really good because it had a lot of different perspectives. And we were talking about that. A lot of different sources, different content. Like, hear the arguments for every direction and discern for yourself what you think is a good, viable option going forward. Don't necessarily take one person's word for it, become an apostle of that said person. You know what I mean? Research multiple people. Get a vibe.
Feel
What
the
do you
vibe.
think? Mr. Book Reader, fictionals?
I got a guy.
Yeah, I know. So, but do you think he's read those books? I'm curious. I'd be curious.
I think he took the tests and he went to school and he showed me cold hard facts of other people's, which he didn't disclose names and all that fun stuff,
Yeah.
of like different accounts and having 20-25% yields on per year on things that he's done, and he's got proof behind his pudding, as they say.
Right.
So that really helps, and he's been doing it forever, so
Okay,
that's always
yeah.
a fun thing.
A good friend, or
yeah.
somebody that you look to and said they have more money, don't go to them and give them your money. Okay? You're not getting that shit back. Don't do that with those people. But this
Yeah.
guy, okay, this is a different, what we were talking about earlier, this isn't all that. I thought he just gave advice. It sounds like he's moving things around to get funds into the system. So
He's an actual.
don't
he's
go
an
to Uncle-
actual guy.
don't go to Uncle Chuck for that shit, okay?
I have
You're
an
just going
act-
to have less money.
I pay an actual dude to make money for me. Like I don't. It's not a family friend. It's an actual guy through a company.
I didn't recognize that the drip was gonna be this heavy.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways, as I was saying, you know who partied harder than us last weekend?
No, who?
Justin Timberlake, dude.
Oh my god!
Did you hear about that?
No.
He got a DUI or a DWI.
Okay.
And as he was being arrested, you know what he said? He said, "This
What?
is gonna ruin the world tour." He was that fucked up.
Oh no. Isn't
yeah.
is that his Trolls movie?
I don't know. All I know is he got unfortunately arrested for a DWI in L.A.
So this isn't the situation with the golfer where the dude was
No,
totally and utterly
yeah.
fine. No, JT actually
Connor-
gone, messed up.
Yeah,
He messed around and he found out.
Yeah, he has a mugshot that's now like
He
viral.
hurt anybody? Everybody's fine?
Nah, they just pulled him over and arrested him. So,
No
oops.
drink and drive, kids. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Speaking of drinking and going, I'm gonna grab one.
Oh my goodness. That was quick.
I argue for a butler. When we start making money,
don't you have kids?
From these sick ad sales,
Don't you have kids?
we need a butler. Yeah, daughter of mine,
or a dog. I've seen those videos of dogs.
Yeah, I have
pretty
two
good.
dogs. Neither one of those retards could do that.
Hey, you can't say that.
No, they're not full dogs. They're all miniatures.
The
word retard means less than. Literally. What? You're saying it like they're less than dogs.
This is a family friendly show. Okay.
That's not family friendly. This show is not family friendly. No. It's a free speech haven. That's why your failure to allow my religion is
let's pivot. Let's pivot. Oh man. No. You know, I'm really glad we got back together to do this thing, by the way.
To do the Saturday late night edition.
Because here's the thing. I texted you last weekend and you never replied. So I'm glad we figured it out.
I didn't? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I was like, hey, you busy? And then it was like one of those hey, you up texts and didn't get a response. So
holy shit. Okay.
But that's okay. It's not a big deal. But anyways,
I'm looking at this. No, I want to have this record straight because I'm looking right now.
Okay, go on.
Free tomorrow evening, but I'm on PTO. Okay, that was.
Go on. Go on. Hold on, I have it up. Here we go. Oh, I deleted all our texts.
What, dude? That's convenient.
No.
I want to talk about.
No, I'm one of those guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm one of those guys where like every.
How
couple
far
weeks,
back am I right now?
Every couple weeks, I gotta clean out my inbox, man. I don't like a bunch of messages on my. I don't like have to scroll. Like I'll just delete it. It's not a big deal.
I can't read all that, but I don't think that's true.
All right, I'm gonna go recover text messages. Ugh.
I don't think that's. I mean, I can show it.
No, you don't have to. It's fine. I'll figure it out. You talk amongst yourselves while I figure this out.
No.
Derek,
June 11th, I have inventory tomorrow. KK, when would you like to do this next? Totally, I'm free tomorrow, and then I'm on PTO. Tomorrow, thought you weren't. I'm free tomorrow evening, but I am on PTO Thursday. Word. When do you want to do it? I want to talk about tomorrow. What about iOS 18 AI? Then you said a bunch of stuff, okay? And then, no, did like 2 years without one, back to 15, 16. Okay, bunch of stuff about it. Give me a call when you can. Yesterday. Today, still on tonight. Yeah. Are you? So I gave you a call because that's. I don't think anywhere where I didn't respond to you.
Hold on.
I'm confused, sir. I responded to every text.
I feel like there was a time. Hold on.
That was 12 days ago. Then you went on tour, Justin.
Anyways, that's not important.
Okay. Yeah, but you had to throw smoke, and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
I swear I texted you.
This man's living on another planet. He's moving, guys. His head's not all there right now.
Yeah.
His world is spinning.
So, I'm glad you brought up iOS 18, dude. Glad you brought that up.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, no context for me. They put out like terms of service that were like super invasive, and I didn't upgrade mine from like 15, 16.
Okay.
It's like 3 years. And then finally when I got a new phone, it was just like, you gotta update. Yeah. So now I'm just updating again because at this point I'm opted in.
Yeah, like
so
it's
I might as well take everything that the system got for me. Anyway, so there you
this-
go. So I don't give a shit because I didn't do any research because I never wanted it because it's a bunch of malarkey.
But corporate
AI.
America made you do it anyway. iOS 18 is scheduled to be the biggest iOS update in the since the iPhone 10 or the X, whatever you want to call it. Super interesting.
Wait a second. Are they partnering with Twitter?
No, that was before Twitter. Twitter stole it technically
Is
from
Twitter going back to X, by the way?
What
back to
What
Twitter?
did you just say to me?
I think they might become Twix.
Twix. Oh, great point. By the way, great point. I could go for a Twix right now. Anyways,
Wait a second. Wait a second. Left or
Okay.
no? Left or right? Left or right? You gotta choose. Their ads tell you you have to choose. You have to be left or right.
No.
The factories are touching, but you have
Close.
to choose.
Close it. For real though. iOS, dude, it's crazy the amount of updates they have on it. I'm excited for it because I
You don't
hate
have a
my
list?
phone. I hate my phone. I just want to say that the iPhone 15 sucks. Sucks.
Oh,
I hate
have
it.
14 Pro.
I upgraded from the 13 and like the 15 just makes me not want to like have iPhone anymore. It's so
Really?
Yeah, man, it's so glitchy.
Can you
Like,
hold it
sometimes-
up?
Sometimes I can't even answer phone calls. Like, oh,
Can I
dude, look
see
at
it?
Look at this 6 screen though. Isn't that pretty dope? I think that's pretty
Dude,
dope.
what do you like the end of the world or something?
No,
Like,
that's
what's-
Star Wars. That's Star Wars with the
Oh.
yeah. Like
I thought it was
anyway.
I thought it was the Aussie dome being melted.
no, that's a stormtrooper helmet.
The Sydney Opera Theater or whatever.
Yeah, so it's just like when I try to answer calls, sometimes it won't let me swipe and answer it. But anyways, like the iOS 18 is incorporating a updated Siri, which is basically the start of AI. It understands a bunch of stuff. You can ask questions like, "What are the weather going to be like in blah 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 woods?" I mean lakes, and it'll understand it. You can say, "Add this to my notes," and it transfers it seamlessly between apps. It's so cool. Super big updates through like iMessage and like different things you can do inside of the iMessage. And I'm trying to think of what else there is. I had some stuff on it, but
It's already more
if you-
things than I care about.
yeah, it's really cool. If you guys want to look at it, just Google it. I mean, it's like I said, it's supposed to be the biggest update since the iPhone 10, which was what 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
I don't know. I think the
Um,
AI function is the biggest deal about it all.
Yeah,
That's the
but
one
a lot
that
of people
everybody's
aren't
kind of the
excited about
most
it.
talking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
probably
people that
not.
aren't
Probably not, but that's what a lot of people like. That's what they're trying to be next step on, is the
But
AI
it's-
explicitly.
Dude, it may like. Have you tried the Google Assistant yet? Have you tried that yet? From the last time we podcasted.
Oh no, I do have it on my phone, but I don't use it at all.
It's like even since I saw those updates, I started using Siri a little bit more. I'd say like I won't
Oh,
say
yeah?
it because my phone's listening and stuff, but it's been a lot better than I've actually because I used to never use it just because like the first time I
Yeah.
used it probably 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
let me
actually
see if
gotten a lot
I'm on the
better.
right iOS. Let me see if I'm on the right iOS. General software update.
I mean, I'm assuming it would be. Sometimes it auto updates.
Oh, I'm on 17.5.
Yeah, that's update. You're up to date, big guy.
Oh, so 18's not out yet.
No, it doesn't update till the new phone comes out. So yeah, so go check it out, guys. We're big heavy in this podcast about AI. We all support it.
Yeah,
to an
well,
extent. To an extent.
Yeah. I'm curious when it's on the thing that you walk around with in your pocket. No secrets anymore.
I mean,
I don't think there was secrets anyway.
I was gonna
but
say. I mean, Big Brother's
I don't-
listening.
yeah, we are. Thanks, Edward. We
Yeah,
appreciate the work that you do. That guy
Yeah.
from WikiLeaks too. We'll give him a thumbs up. I don't know what his name is.
he's an important guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind
Uh,
of bothering me that I can't think of what his name is. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The tippity top, and we're
Yep.
only halfway there.
Yep.
So-
The tippity top, and we're like halfway there to touching children.
Oh!
If you know who halfway to the tippity top is, then you might know Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. D.
Apparently is touching kids. Now, here's the thing. I did just say that huge joke, but it came to my head. And guess what? I want to presume innocence until proven guilty. Like, I think that
Right.
that is the way that the law is written to be. If he's guilty of pedo touching, I think he's the first one we publicly execute for it. I'm down with that. I think we need to send a message to pedos.
But why wouldn't it be
No
Diddy?
more. Oh no, all of them. That just needs to like start
okay.
somewhere with one of these guys and just start executing them in the streets, because that is the I think we can't tolerate sexually abusing children.
Do you think it's true?
I don't
Or
know.
did-
I haven't seen anything on it other than the headline. So like that's where I'm at. I had saw somebody make a joke about it offhand in a comment on Twitter, and I was like, okay, what? This dude's a weirdo for making that kind of call, because it was just so like in the mix. But then Nick Merckx addressed today in a video that very thing. Like, I know there's all this about Doc coming up, that he is a pet. So here's what I know about it. Twitch, apparently this is the reason they canned him, is he was using Twitch services to interact with a teenage girl, one of his followers or something like that.
Yeah.
And that he was looking to meet her at TwitchCon together. That's apparently how much evidence they have for that context. That's what Twitch saying, and that's why they left him. Now, I don't know. Again, that is completely the current accusation being made from what I
digging
read.
into the interwebs. Why was the ban from Twitch? And it says that he was a Twitch employee insinuates that he was banned to sexting a minor in Twitch's DMs. Pedophile does not have the same meaning, I guess. But that is what has come to light from what I've, as you were talking about all that, I was surfing the intraweb, and that's what I found. So here's the thing, though, that, I mean, again, like you said, innocent until proven guilty, but Twitch was so hush-hush about why he was banned that no one ever knew. I guess the weird thing is if that was a big, like, a real thing, why would Twitch just be like, we're banning him and, like, keep it under the rug? Why wouldn't they, like, walk up, sing from the hills, hey, this is what's going on, this is why we banned this guy, like, he's a bad dude, blah, 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 blah? Or do they not want to defame him in case if it wasn't true and he, sued for defamation, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think about it in that context, but that's a very good point, that it was probably...
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
And did they just not have enough evidence, or did they not want to, like, defamation case, or, like, because, I mean, if there's that much proof, why wouldn't you just be like, this is what happened? Like, well, we've turned it over to the authorities, they're investigating, yada, yada, yada.
Yep. Yeah, no, exactly. That's where I'm kind of liking where you're going with this, because, I mean, it's been a long, drawn-out process. It was in June of 2020 when this Twitch ban began.
4 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time, but, yeah, it could be a lot of litigation. I mean, he's not allowed to talk about it. They haven't been allowed to talk about it.
But they've gone as far
now they
as
pitched something, right?
But they've gone as far as to, like, Twitch streamers can't even stream with Doc.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
which was pretty aggressive, though, and everybody was like, "That's kind of crazy that's how far the Twitch ban goes." That was like the first time people found out what a Twitch ban really got you. I think, like, that was the first time it was in the public eye where people were like, "Holy tamale!" Like, a Twitch ban will get you, like, you can't even be on other people's streams.
But haven't other people been banned from Twitch and not had that issue? I mean, I don't know. Has anyone else been banned from Twitch?
Well, so that's where I'm going with this. Is now you say to yourself, wow, that was a pretty rigid one. Have any other...
I'm looking at it right now.
Twitch streamers...
Dijon, Pokimane, Aiden... No. Oh, from kicked from Twitch.
From kicked to Twitch? Yeah.
Kicked from Twitch.
Extend beyond just their channels, making it so they can't appear on other people's channels.
So Aiden, a Warzone player, secured a 7-day ban from humping his gaming chair. It was a childish display at
Oh,
best,
yeah,
but was
yeah, yeah.
considered lewd enough for Twitch to remove him from the platform, even if it was a relatively short period of time. So I guess there's been
Mitch
some mini
Jones.
bans. There's been some mini bans, I guess.
You know who Mitch Jones is?
No.
Okay, Mitch Jones faced a similar thing and was banned from Twitch as his presence restricted across the platform. But him and Dr. Disrespect are who showed up, and I said how many, and it said no definitive list. How many are known? As of right now, the list includes streamer. Okay, hold on. There's a source link it's giving me. Can you give me a count? Okay, there's multiples. Whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't
but
matter.
Anyways, yeah, I don't think we'll get a true list of like who's banned forever. Because like banning for
Just
7
give me
days
Mitch
or-
Jones and Dr. Disrespect again, though, which makes me like
Mitch
wonder.
Jones.
Pokimane was on there, and she's banned because she went to Kick.
No, she was banned because she was streaming a television show for all to see, which is classified as a copyright infringement in a 3-day ban.
Yeah.
3-day ban. That's it. Like, hey, stop it. Just stop it.
So my answers came from AI, and it should just be said that all of that stuff is kind of, you can't necessarily, don't believe your lying eyes, right? Like, it is going and extrapolating information and giving it its prediction back on multiple sources, and I think that's freaking kind of awesome, guys, like in some way. But also, read it discerningly, because you can't take it as absolute truth, but it can get you maybe pointed in a certain direction to start investigating and learning, so.
Yeah, so kind of crazy. All the fun stuff that entails. I mean, you and I run the risk of getting, banned and stuff at some point, but whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just because we have a show that we put online for
You're
all
really
to
worried
see.
that I said retarded, aren't you?
No, I don't give a shit, actually. I didn't say it. Wasn't me. So
Yeah,
that's on you.
Man, that Derek guy can no longer be on the show.
That D-Rec.
You're going to have to find a new P for your pod.
I'll just quit.
It's like pay for you, homie. Just keep paying that financial advisor and don't look back.
There you go. So, oh man, this has been fun.
Yeah, good times.
I think it's been a little bit more structured than the last time we had a late night fun party on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, they're
Maybe.
all, Yeah. Yeah, it was probably better than the first Saturday. The first Saturday was a ham bone and a half.
Yeah. So the good news is we're
I
doing
walked
this.
in lit.
We're doing this tonight, and we will also have another show on Wednesday that will be a little bit more structured. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I was worried for a second. He was making a big gesture, and then he stopped. So we're good. But we'll have a little bit more, maybe, I don't know, serious topics, fun topics. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happens.
Shut up. We're not going to talk about topics. We're just two guys having a conversation. And I didn't just read out our
Talking about
topics
Wednesday.
via text messages. And the
That-
iOS
That's
AT.
ruined it. That's ruined. We just talked
We're
about it. We're
done.
good to go.
We're
good.
cooked.
Cooked.
We're
So,
cooking.
I am excited that you and I can have some live shows, hopefully, in the next 3 to 6
that
months.
is dope. That
And then
is
we can go
dope.
to some
But
games.
That probably wasn't talked about enough. Yeah, we can go to some games. We
We
do some.
should
don't
do
know.
some shorts at those games. Post them.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, put
Yeah.
them on it. Follow
Expand
me
this
on
bitch.
Twitter, iKoalaWalla.
Okay.
You're going to see a lot of political stuff. A lot of political stuff.
I don't have Twitter/X. I deleted it years ago. Don't like it. Haven't had it. So,
It's
whatever.
pretty toxic world,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So,
It's pretty bad.
but yeah. So looking forward to that. And hopefully the next couple months.
Love you guys. Good to be
Yeah.
back. Happy Saturday. Late night edition. 2 P's and a pod.
Make sure
I'm
and follow and
Derek.
subscribe. And I'm Jared. And this is a late night edition of 2 P's and a Pod.